ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and the Supreme Court has a supreme decision for President Donald Trump. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. President Donald Trump's tariffs are going to be reviewed by the Supreme Court, and a decision is going to be made on their legality. Can the president levy these tariffs? It's a heck of a question. It's a question that should have been brought up decades ago at the Supreme Court, but wasn't. But now we're going to finally have it because Democrats, of course, have Trump derangement syndrome. Well, one member of Trump's staff says he would be shocked if the Supreme Court ruled against President Trump's tariffs. I would be too. Never know where John Roberts is going to land. Never know where Amy Coney Barrett's going to land. Never know where Kavanaugh's going to land. I'm not a big tariffs fan. I got to tell you guys that. You know that. We've talked about this. But you can't cut the president off like this. You could try to convince him to lower the tariffs and whatnot. And I assume the economic advisors around him are a whole lot smarter than me when it comes to this. But I don't think this is a Supreme Court decision. I don't think this is where the Supreme Court needs to step in. Yes, for all intents and purposes, tariffs are the duty of Congress. But this is not unheard of. There is a long precedent of presidents imposing tariffs. I also think the Supreme Court will side with Trump on this. And Trump, this had to be music to his ears to hear this. I want you guys to watch this and let me know what you think in the comments.
Let's talk tariffs, and since it's front and center for everyone with this beginning now at SCOTUS, you have said you're going and you want to be in the front row. I think your chances are good if you say that's where you'd like to sit.
Look, Joe, I think it's a matter of national security, and this is one of the president's signature policies, and it'd be very unusual for the Supreme Court to overrule president's signature policy. Supreme Court gave President Obama a lot of room on Obamacare, and President Trump's two signature policies have been securing the border, which has been a incredible success, and it has been the tariff policy rebalancing U.S. trade, and it's economic security. And we've had three emergencies here. First emergency has been the fentanyl crisis, and President was able to use IEEPA to bring the Chinese to the table on the precursor chemicals. Second emergency was, I think we were at a tipping point in terms of our trade deficits. We are bringing those down. The deficit with China is down 25%. We could have had a looming financial crisis. And then number three, the president, after the Chinese said that they were going to put export controls on rare earth minerals for the globe on October 8th, President was able to use his IEEPA emergency powers to threaten 100% tariffs, bring the Chinese to the table in Kuala Lumpur and Korea, and get the rare earths to flow. And if that hadn't happened, that manufacturing facilities, not only in the U.S., but around the world, would shut down. So, this is an emergency power that he has used during emergencies.